Okay.
Ladies, 5 days into the new month, second month of the year.
All
And
right.
last year, I said my book was going to be done. It was going to be in my hands before the end of the year. And I'm still hustling and tussling with editors. I could have done better, definitely. Should have prioritized more. Definitely should have put some urgency, scheduled things. And I'm not gonna lie, life happens, but at the same time, I was also enjoying myself too much.
Oh.
Said, yeah, I put it on the back burner. And
Yeah.
New Year comes around, people start with their new year, new me. I'm always afraid to say it now because I feel as though that once I say it, the universe is going to conspire and put an X on all my things that I want to accomplish. I feel as though I need to move quietly, just keep on moving. I'm going to get it done. And then when I
One
get it
step at a
done,
time.
it's done. And then I can talk my
Exactly.
smack. Then I'm like popping my collar. I'm like, yo, you check me. I'm
Well,
done.
also, too, I think it's hard when you really want to make a good product of your book that feels in alignment with what you're intending. And so I understand it feels cruel to force you to be so limited and not enjoying your life, not engaging with your family. It's not fair. Maybe we have to think about the way we deadline our goals with some of those elements incorporated, maybe.
She started out with, I'm full of shit. So she knows she's full of shit. I'm laughing because I'm on the full of shit train too. So I get it. Good, good. I'm not the only one out there. It's so hard because everything takes precedent. Everything seems to be in an urgency. And then before you know it, months have gone by, a year's gone by, and we're back to new year, new me again. And I don't want
Right.
that. If you want something different, you got to do different things.
It's so true.
I'm trying to hold myself to that fire of, okay, you know what you want in your life. It's only up to you. You're the only person who's going to save yourself from it. I think,
I'm
I
right
don't know.
there. I promised that I was going to do more exercising after
Mhm.
my hip recovery.
Yeah.
Hello. No, it didn't happen.
Was you on the full of shit train too?
I was. When it comes
Okay.
to exercising, I was on the
Yeah.
complete full of crap.
But you know what it
It was
was? I was
like,
listening to somebody online. I think 2026 came with, melatonin in it because everybody feels tired. I want to take a nap. I'm napping on the train. Sometimes just watching a movie I enjoy, I'm napping. And even on my phone, dumb scroll, I'm napping. It's like January felt like 6 years, right? The snow, the cold. It's that winter depression, like when the holidays roll around and you start feeling down and you don't have enough money and all of that started for me. So
yeah,
you don't think
yeah.
that kind of brings it in from Thanksgiving to Christmas to you don't think that
Well, it
brings it
definitely makes you
Thanksgiving,
freeze
we
and
chopping it
crack.
up. Yeah, we eating a lot.
It could
Thanksgiving, we eating
definitely.
outside.
So, how are we going to change things, ladies?
Ah,
Because I'll be honest with you, I've thought about this really hard. We're the Three Ladies podcast. We really came in swinging at the accountability issue, and I really gave a lot of thought about this. So, for me, one of the things I have really made a commitment to is I'm not purchasing any more food deliveries. I have stopped
Oh,
it.
like Uber Eats and DoorDash?
The whole month of
Yes,
February, there will
good
be
for
no
you.
more of that.
Good for
Zero.
you, because those fees are crazy.
Listen, all I had to do was look at my taxes and freak
And how
out.
much you went to food?
Over $5,000 last year.
Oh
For
my
the
God,
year?
that's a
Yes. And that's just counting the stuff that I could look at through Uber Eats and Grubhub.
you work hard. You should treat yourself to something, right? Not $5,000 of Uber Eats.
Not $5,000 worth of Uber Eats and Grubhub.
$5,000 to Monaco. $5,000 on somebody's yacht.
Listen, I was shocked. And this is what disturbed me the most. When I look at how much the food cost me, that seemed reasonable. But I saw that delivery fee, that fee, and then I gave a tip. It's like, holy mother of God. It was outrageous.
Uber Eats got more fees than bank fees. They got delivery fee, a live fee, electricity
bagging fee.
fee. There's all these
Ketchup fee.
fees. I remember one time I was working late and I ordered from this Asian restaurant and I looked at the menu and what I wanted to order was going to come up to like $22. By the
Right.
time I see my credit card, what they billed on my credit card, it was $48.
Yes.
I was like, I ordered
$48.
one meal, not two. And that's just one day. So I can only imagine people who order Uber Eats from McDonald's or Popeyes or those fast food chains. It's
It
ridiculous.
is.
Convenience.
So
Yep.
I struggled with it. Ladies, y'all think about subscribing because we're getting really serious here. Three Ladies Podcast is getting serious. We're
Yeah.
going to be serious about this because even tonight, I didn't have a lot of time and there was this thought in my mind. I could just order a delivery. It'd be so much easier.
I think it probably would have been cheaper, Mary, if you subscribe to those preparation meals.
No,
They're not cheaper.
I'm going to scramble my eggs, put some veggies in it, eat some Ezekiel toast. I know the protein count. I know how much that cost me. It's less than one of those delivery meals that come in.
What about not going so straight cold turkey? Because then that's when you beat yourself up. What about saying, okay, I'm just gonna
Monday
do
to Friday.
one just on
Yeah, you
Friday?
can do that, but I didn't do that in January. In January, it was a hit or miss. But when I came in on February, I said, no, I'm making a commitment for February. Now, this might change and be a little looser in March, but for this month, I am challenging myself to do this entire month, no deliveries from the food companies at all. Zero. So we're only 5 days in.
You feel it? And if you just imagine, if you had put that $5,000 into the stock of Uber,
Yeah. I would have some money.
Yeah.
Yes. I've even thought about it. I have an Acorn account. I thought, you know what? In the future, when I feel there's the pull to order, I'm just going to pop in that money into the Acorn account.
there you go.
So what I'm doing in my little calendar, every time that I overcome that, I have a little thing that's tracking it and I give myself a heart, a sticky. I bought a bunch of stickers. I love stickers. And it visually shows me how I'm kind of staying on track. And
I
it
think
makes me feel proud.
But I also think that what it is that because we get so tired and we don't want to cook and ordering out is easy. So now
right.
what I've done, I stopped ordering Uber Eats because that was ridiculous. But if I order takeout, I'll order extra and portion it out for at least 2 days. The other day we ordered Chinese takeout and I split it into two. So I had two for the past 2 days for
days.
lunch.
Yeah.
So that's to help with, days when you feel tired, you don't want to cook, at least you got some food. Because it's very easy when there's no food in the house to be like, okay, let me just order out.
And I've decided what I'm going to do about that. I have cottage cheese, fruit, I have crackers, I have peanut butter, I have celery. I'm going to make this dish I'm going to portion out to like 4 portions, put 2 in the freezer, put 2 in the refrigerator. I am not giving this money to those damn delivery companies again.
Yeah.
And also, they say we're not supposed to eat after, like when the sun starts going down. So if you could follow that too, it'll cut down on what you're eating.
Exactly. So
I make it a mental note not to eat at least 2 hours before I go to bed.
Right.
Because I've seen that when I do that, I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
Another thing that I stopped too, because right after my birthday, you were there, I started drinking again. I had stopped the whole year. Yeah, because I had champagne. No champagne. It was big.
Okay.
I was celebrating my birthday. I started to realize that I wasn't sleeping good. The alcohol.
Yep.
Because I was sleeping fine. All of a sudden, I wake up in the middle of the night, or I'm hot, I'm cold, this and that. I never experienced it when I didn't have the alcohol. Now I started drinking champagne again. So for these past 5 days, I have stopped with the champagne and alcohol. It's so much better.
Makes a difference.
It does.
And so, Keisha, how are you shifting?
I'm on the full of shit train. That's why I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Hop on.
Like I said, I think it was the holidays that just kind of knocked me down. And then I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. Exactly. Baby steps. I did find something that's piquing my interest, but I don't want to talk about it.
That's
Like,
okay.
Yes.
Write it down.
Yes.
So we're going to call it the discovery. We're just going to say Keisha's discovery. As you're
I think
discovering.
for each of us, if there's something that we want to accomplish, like I said earlier that I break up my year into quarters. So by the
Right.
end of March, I had to achieve one of my goals for the year. That's why we're going to check in with each other and make sure whatever goal she has set aside to accomplish by March, you accomplish. You don't have to talk about it, but you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be truthful to yourself. And that's the
Exactly.
key. A lot of times we know that we're full of shit. We will
Right.
show up for other people, but we won't show up for
Oh,
ourselves.
yeah. Oh, God. In a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. So that same level of energy and commitment that you give to a friend, a colleague, your boss, your work, whatever, give it to yourself.
Give it to
Mhm.
yourself.
Yes.
And
The
the other
deadline.
thing I've done is I bought these quarterly calendars that go on the wall. I put
Oh,
3 months on the wall
Yeah.
with the quarter goal at the end
Right.
and where I want to be, very
Mhm.
easy and with lots of
Mhm.
space so that when
Right.
I sit down and I get up, I see where I'm headed every
That's
day.
great.
I think
That's
that's
good.
good. Writing it down is good.
Yes. We talked about planners, right?
But
Here's
this is a
mine.
wall planner, a huge wall calendar.
I was supposed to create one and put it on the wall because it's very easy to look at it every day.
Yes. I want to
Yeah.
I think I
see
might do
where I'm
that.
headed every single day because
Yeah.
one of the things I really realized coming into January as I was like, oh, it's Saturday. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna twirl my hair.
You were
Yeah.
still putting your content out. You still were doing your
Right.
thing.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I've gotten into a rhythm about the content, but then to monetize has become the priority. And that
Okay.
has a lot more things involved that are a little
Right.
more complicated.
Okay.
But they
And
say
so,
on TikTok, you gotta be posting like 20 to 30 videos a day. I
Oh,
can't even
wow.
get one a day. I'll stay consistent for maybe 2 days and then I'll drop off again because I'm like, okay, what do I post now? What do I post now? And I think I'm overthinking it because I see people
mhm.
posting the silliest stuff. I'm like, why am I
Oh,
watching this?
yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
watching it. I
Right.
watched this woman complain about her son while she was emptying out her dishwasher. She had 2 minutes of my life. I'm like, okay, so somebody
That's
don't
what it
talk
is.
to me.
Dishwasher?
But is it
Yeah.
something that we can relate to? What is it?
I don't know. It just caught me off guard. She was doing two things at once. And I think that's the key to it. She wasn't just staring at the camera. I saw her bending down and I got distracted. I'm like, what is she doing? Then I realized it was a dishwasher. But then she was talking about the story of her son. In fact, that she's a grown woman and now she wants a date. And her son is like, who's this guy? And she's like, get out. I was just listening to her because I'm like, women of a certain age and you want a date and then you got this grown man in the house. So again, she was doing too many things, but I found it she was entertaining. Even though she was emptying out her
Mhm.
dishwasher, the story was
Right.
entertaining. And that's why
Yes.
she
Right.
took my time.
It's true. Doing
Yeah.
two things at one time.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to stare at you if you're just talking. I may lose interest, but you may be doing your makeup. I'm like, oh, let me see what lipstick she's wearing. And I'll start and I'll watch the video. Or let me see how she did her hair. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, she used this chemical. She used this to make
And
her
then
hair.
you get invested into the story. You're like, so what
Yes.
happened next?
Yes. I don't know if you guys been watching that guy trying to do the Dougie. I'm invested. Okay. I tune in every day to see how
What?
far he's gotten. He's doing this dance move called a Dougie, and it's called
Oh,
GB
that.
Squad. He's on day 43.
And he
he's
can't do it.
improved.
Is somebody teaching him? Is it the one where there's a guy
He's watching videos and he's trying to do it smooth. The first video, he was like a robot. He was like, now
Listen,
it looked like he got some Larry seasoning in his step.
I'm not,
He got this,
I will
moving.
not be watching that.
But now I'm
See, I
invested.
said I
Day-
will not.
We are day 43 and I'm watching it. Okay. I thought the
Okay,
day
I'm
one.
gonna reach through this screen and smack you.
That's what I'm saying. But listen,
I would do something like that.
if you go back to day one, he had
Who
like 10,000
cares?
followers. Now he's up to 150,000 followers.
I don't
everybody is tuning in.
Are
It's
those
so
people
true.
trying to write a book?
No,
You need it for that. What is it? Like you're just looking for a little release,
that's
right?
it. A little release.
Yeah,
A
but
little
the
escape.
problem is they get you and you're captured. And for how long? I swear to God, I have forbidden myself now. I cannot death scroll or go into the black hole of scrolling first thing in the morning. I refuse to do it.
No, I won't do
I'm
it in the morning. I'll do it at night.
I
Like
won't do
here,
it at night either. I give myself 10 minutes. I put a timer
Mm.
on.
You
Once I turn it off.
I try to do
'Cause
10 minutes. 2 hours later, I'm in the bed laughing.
No,
I try to
that's
do it.
funny.
But during the day, because I'm so busy, I don't really have time to be on TikTok. Only when I'm commuting. Like if I'm not driving and I'm taking a train or I'm
Yeah.
waiting somewhere, then it makes the time go by really easy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
open it
entertainment.
up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. But
entertainment.
I won't forego what I'm doing as far as my writing and editing just to doom scroll. I
Okay.
committed myself to at least an hour before I go to bed. And then while I'm in bed trying to put myself to sleep, I'll doom scroll. I'll try. I try. I
So I
try.
do it. I'm between that and Netflix at night. And I'm like, why don't I just commit
Yeah.
to one? Like, why do I have
Yeah.
to have the
Yeah.
remote and
Yeah.
the phone?
It's that whole thing is that it gets you, it gets that dopamine going, the dopamine
That's
hit
what it
in our
is.
brains, ladies. It's
Yeah.
really, really hard to break.
It
You
is that
know.
instant gratification,
Yep.
entertainment, and the likes
Yep.
and the comments, and let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
I stopped
It's-
watching like this social media is my news. That's where I get my information from.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
like the weather. You know what it is? Because the news has been so, I just feel as though, well,
I can't
who's
handle it.
supporting this news channel? What political
Yeah.
party supporting this news channel? What
Oh, I know it.
agenda they want to tell us? I don't know if I
Yeah.
trust it like I used to before.
So
It's
how
so
are we
crazy.
going to end up the month of February? How are we going to go forward, ladies?
We're setting some goals. Seriously.
Well, like habit stacking. I think if
Mhm.
we do that, that helps. Like set small
Oh,
goals
it does, man.
and do it
Small goals.
consistently.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
consistently.
Yep.
And like I'm rereading Atomic Habits with my sons,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there he talks about that the success of the books is great, but it was hard for people to maintain those habits unless
Mhm.
this to keep reminding them of that. I think believing in who you want to be and believing in that
Yes.
identity, you know,
Right.
if
Mhm.
Mary says that she's a podcaster or a health practitioner, she is going to embody all of that. Keisha
Mhm.
says that she's a businesswoman, a real estate mogul. You have to start embodying that person. That what does that person do? Does Keisha the Mongol sit there and troll through TikTok for 5 hours? No, she's making moves, making connections. That's
Right.
something I'm trying to do now. Remind myself that I am a writer and a writer writes.
Anne Lamott talked about this, where you
Oh,
kind of
bird by bird.
she has a Substack that she writes. She closes her eyes or says it out loud and claims the vision of what she's seeking to be in the
Mhm.
present tense. I'm doing this for my fitness because I struggle with fitness. I'm seeing myself with strength. I'm seeing myself of who commits to her goals of lifting weights and moving my body. It really changed how I felt about committing. I literally committed to 5 minutes of cardio
Mhm.
every other day and 5 minutes of lifting weights. That's it. I made it
That's good.
extraordinary small for February. I put on the timer, I start the workout, and then bing, when it's over, I stop.
Good.
That's me too. Here, see my weights right here by my desk. Carry my 5 pounds. So when I feel like the buzz are down or whatever, I just start
There you
Right.
go.
right there in my seat.
Yep. I do it when
Okay.
I watch TV.
Multitasking.
I keep
And
it
we
right near the couch.
The what?
I keep my weights right near the couch. So while I'm watching TV, that's
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
What
yes.
about for your
Everyone can help.
businesswoman?
I just started my research maybe 2 nights ago. Now I have to get the
I would
money.
suggest,
work.
without even knowing what your goal is, to go and make connections.
Yes.
Make physical connections. Go show up at places where people are. Because there was an
Right.
event that I didn't want to go to, and something told me that, remember, you're embodying the person that you want to be. So just show up. And I was so glad that I showed up because I made connections that helped me in other areas.
Mhm.
And
You're
I
right.
think it's very important that we so good with like, oh, let me just DM somebody or let me just text them
Yeah.
or email them or whatever. Nothing beats like a physical presence of meeting someone and just
Mhm.
having a basic conversation.
That is
And
true.
that's what I did.
So
And this
true.
person was able to connect me with more resources and more information. And in my
Mhm.
back of my mind, I was saying to myself, I really don't want to go. My comfort zone wanted to just go lay in the bed because it was so
Mhm.
cold outside and just like you said, watch Netflix. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
maybe I'll just email the company and see what information I can get. And I'm so glad I said, you know what? Remember who you want to be.
Maybe you can plan some of that when we check in again.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I do have a course I'm planning on taking.
Oh, great.
That'll
Sounds fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, in wrapping up, what do we want to remember about
be full of shit.
accountability?
Don't be full of shit.
Get off the full of shit train.
I mean, we all
I
talk about it.
know.
We've all been there. We all said it, new year, new me. We all promise ourselves that we're not going to do this. We all make these big volume commitments. And then sometimes it seems too big and then we fall short.
Mhm.
And then
That's the key.
we think that we're not worthy of it. We think that we are not strong enough or committed enough to do it. And I go back to that old saying, how you eat an elephant. Bit by bit, instead of
I
making it such a
understand.
big goal, cut it down to small little action pieces. This week,
Exactly.
what am I going to do to move the needle towards a goal? My thing
Yes.
is get off the shit bus and start moving the needle.
It's true. And I
Yeah.
told you I took the real estate exam and failed it 3
Okay.
times, right? I spoke to a friend yesterday. She's been a realtor for over 30 years. She's doing good. She said,
Mhm.
Keisha, I failed that test 9 times. I failed it 3 times. I just can't do this. She was like, I failed 9 times. She said, cut it out and go
Oh,
retake the test.
wow.
So there you
So
go.
it kind of gave me a little boost.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're not even halfway there.
exactly.
I think
Exactly.
that sounds
Learning,
fantastic.
right?
And see,
So
I think for me, I've learned that if I don't habit stack it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I know I have these certain habits I'm committed to. I have this morning routine I'm committed to. So if I do something that's linked to my morning routine, I'm going to do it.
Mhm.
And I've decided I'm habit stacking with that. And I'm habit stacking with walking the dog. I go walk the dog. And when I come back, I do the habit I'm changing after the dog. I don't even think about it. I just do it. And
that's
Mhm.
good.
then I immediately reward myself with the stickers in my calendar.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say ice cream. I was gonna say what?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
girl, no. But
Hey,
yeah,
Yeah.
because when I looked at my weight from last year, I'm at the same weight as I was last year. So
Oh,
that's okay. It's like, okay, I went through a lot last year, so that's
right.
fine. But let's
Okay.
kind of make things start moving in the right direction towards what I
Right.
see. Well, you guys, I'm so thrilled we're back talking and sharing
Mhm.
and creating.
Yeah. One step
Really.
at a time.
That's it.
Exactly. So
Right? Cool.
please think about subscribing, push that like button, share, and let us hear where you are on the shit train.